I'm sick and tired of it. Left-wingers, liberals, you need to be fucking showing your opponent's guts on there, okay? You need to be gutting them. You need to be shanking these motherfuckers and letting their intestines just ride on stage. What the fuck is this shit, man? Slice them up.
You genuinely do hate conservatives, don't you?
Very much so. I've moved full on to like the political violence level, or the real violence level when it comes to conservative people. Yeah, I think they need to be like excised from my fucking country.
Talking about there at the NRA meeting that's today in Texas, someone should bomb that building.
Well, my understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all.
Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
This just happened. We just found out that Charlie Kirk got shot.
Furry, as opposed to like...
Are you serious? Charlie Kirk shot and killed?
What? No. No. Oh no. Oh my god.
All right. Cracking my back here. Cracking my back. Mesobarazin for $5. Not gonna lie, we basically just saw most of the political right wing become dangerously radicalized. Hard not to feel radicalized these days. So yeah, apparently we're gonna get straight into it. Yeah, Charlie Kirk's fucking dead. Charlie Kirk is just straight up fucking dead. A dude shot him in the throat during one of his speeches. And obviously that's kicked off kind of a whole hullabaloo to be, to be very reductive in how I word it. People have gone fucking crazy. Yeah, fucking crazy. That just happened, yeah. Yeah, not just dead, he died before his body hit the ground and left us ourselves dancing and cheering and selling merch celebrating his death. Yeah, it's something I talked about. It's something I talked about on Twitter, but basically everyone is reacting in the exact worst way possible. The exact worst way possible. Second 162, $10. There's so many people who just can't say, man, this is awful, regardless of what I thought of the guy. But no, they had to throw so many, but you'd think they were Sir Mix-a-Lot, and for nothing. Yeah, so many butts, you'd think they were Sir Mix-a-Lots. Yeah. Charlie Kirk's situation gotten really bad on the left. They have people celebrating his death and demanding blood. Yeah. I think we're ready to have the conversation that Paddington Bear definitely killed Charlie Kirk. I did see the Paddington Bear tweet. Yeah, those poor guys. I've been seeing a lot of people quickly regretting their words about Kirk's death. Yeah, like, as stated, the reactions around it have just been the absolute worst possible way anyone could react to it. Everyone is screaming at each other, pointing fingers, saying, you did this, no, you fucking did this, deflecting and saying, well, your side did this, well, your side did that. People screaming for civil war and screaming, we need to kill them all, whoever it may be. Fucking boomers, like literal Facebook boomers, like the kind of guys who, their PFP is them with shades and a ball cap, in front of a football field or some shit like that, are doxing each other en masse and, like, trying to get each other fired. People are demanding South Park get canceled. Like, it is this whole fucking dumbass thing. It says Civil War now. Civil War occurs and it's an absolute hellscape scenario. No, not like this. Oxen for $5. Apparently his family witnessed his death. Feel bad for them. Yeah. His fucking wife and kids were in the crowd and they saw him die. Yeah, the whole thing is like, Alchemist 1999, $5. The rider falling right into it. You're not going to go door to door killing half your fellow Americans is what they want. Don't be stupid. Yeah. Yeah, South Park actually also pulled the episode. Jim is rightfully fucking pissed off on Twitter too. Yeah. And remember, the glowies are out in full force wanting you to jump out. That's something even fucking Weaponized Nerd Rage point out. It's like, it feels like there's a lot of bots and provocateurs trying to get people to Fed post. Mad Dog Bonds for $5. Outside of Doom posting this month's apple season. So I've been making 5 apple pies for my parents' apple tree for my sister's birthday. That's actually really cool. Yeah, Culture War is also currently reaping the heads of woke game devs. Yeah, the Ghost of Yotai devs were like cheering on the shooting, and people reported them to their bosses and got them fired. There's a lot of that where people cheer on the shooting, people find out their name, report them to their boss, and they get fired. Which that I'm actually fine with, because it's like, motherfucker, no, that is completely unprofessional. If you're going to put your fucking company's name on your profile, have at least the humanity to not talk about a shooting. Yeah, not just Sucker Punch devs, but other devs too, yeah. What's Jim mad about? Check Twitter for 5 minutes. Myers going to Sam Hyde. There's serious problem. He said for a decade left once is dead. Well, it's like, I talked about this, I pretty much already laid it out what the problem is, and that is the reactions to what's going on have been the absolute worst way to handle a situation like this. It is human nature in all of its ugliest. Because a guy gets his fucking neck exploded in the middle of a speech. The reaction should not be, haha, fuck you, you're dead. It should be, holy shit, what the fuck? But one side of the political aisle has been doing nothing but taking victory laps anytime anything like this happens, and when people say, what the fuck is wrong with you, they just go, but you. But Nancy Pelosi's husband, but J6, and it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Let's been acting like this since 2014. No, they have gotten substantially worse. Like, substantially worse. 2014, it was just the usual mean girl shit where they try to get you fired or do something shit like this. Like, this is a level of, like, there needs to be, like, a fucking EMP or something that wipes out social media to where these people have to interact with other human beings. Because this is getting to a level of, like, no one's living in reality anymore. And it pisses me off, It pissed me off, not just because, obviously, hey, this guy fucking died, It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's the fact of there is a legitimate political addiction. People who have no fucking idea who Charlie Kirk was and would probably only get the information by secondhand are trying to jump into it and give their take and do shit like this. And it's like, dude, this is fucking ridiculous. People are posting about, like, their grandparents or something like that, bawling on the phone, calling them about how Charlie Kirk's dead. People at work talking about how, like, there'd be clicks by the water cooler showing each other the video and laughing. And it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck is this? Matt, $5, if you're playing chess, if someone punch you and you're losing, you're not going to win by improving your chess skills. No, it's the fact of, why the fuck are we playing chess in the first place? Why is it so goddamn important for us to play chess? What the hell is any of this anymore? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck in American history has gotten into where everyone genuinely believes everyone is out to kill each other? You know what I mean? Like, this shit is fucking retarded. I console my mother last night over it. She lived an hour away from where he grew up in Illinois. I could only think about how he could have been my brother or I. I'm pissed. Yeah. Twitter, thank God, tell me why Jim's mad giantess, man. I stated, like, the fucking shooting, dude. Like, the thing going on right now. Yeah, Destiny in particular testing the Fed posters' patience. Yeah, it's like, and okay. My exact stance on this issue is that political influencers need to be in prison. It doesn't matter who, it doesn't matter why. The political influencer class need to be in prison. Because this shit is their fucking fault. The push to make politics a modern-day team sport, commercialize it, bring it to the masses, bring it to people who do not need to be involved in this shit, and drive them insane with it. You know what I mean? Not just that, well, this is going on in the government and you should pay attention to that. I mean, make people genuinely think every single new controversy that comes up is the end of the world. The sky is falling. This is happening. Oh my God, it's all on fire. For years, people have been hearing that. For over 15 years, people have been hearing that. Ever since Occupy Wall Street, when you start seeing the push for BLM and the social justice shit started being a thing, more and more people have been whipped up into this frenzy that everything is out to kill them personally. 1-800 taking smells, $5. Sorry, late to the party. Anything particular about the Charlie Kirk situation, or just same shit we've been talking about on Twitter? I'm laying out my point right now. MGS2 predicted all of this. Yeah, quite literally. Programmer 280, $5. I see people saying, what about those Democrats that are assassinating me, the ones that were taken up by Waltz for not wanting immigration? And more than that, it's like, is that the level we're just going to be at? Like, hey, don't fucking shoot people. Well, what about when your side did this? It's like, what are you talking about? Don't fucking shoot people. We do not want America turning into Baghdad. Why does everyone want America to turn into fucking Baghdad? I'll come and say, I can't believe Charlie Brown died. My IRL friend called Kirk an asshole, and I thought he deserved it. So if I say I lost respect for said friend, well, it's not even a thing of, like, you quietly lose respect. You just outright go, what the fuck's wrong with you, dude? Like, this is the world you want to live in? This? You know what I mean? Like, this is the world we want to live in, where every day we hear about some new fucking guy in a suit getting his head blown off on a fucking speech? Like, what, we want to turn into fucking Mexico where this shit's common? Like, what are you doing? We've been in Mexico for a decade. No, this is a new thing. This is the thing I have to beat over and over and over again. This shit is very new. Even my Democrat mom was horrified by Kirk's death, and she really didn't like him. Yeah, I lost a friend yesterday over it. Basically called to do a subhuman degenerate fur fag for cheering to death. Yeah, even my older sister, who's kind of lefty, saying how awful this thing is. Yeah. Take on this simple. I think Kirk's a dipshit, but he didn't deserve to die over it. To some people, this is fucking controversial. It's so schizophrenic. Yeah. I was in class, and most of them are liberals, and everyone was talking about the shooting, and they said, yeah, I didn't like him, but this is wrong, so at least some humanity left. Yeah, we are in Mexico. There are no mayor's heads on cars like it was 5 months ago. Yeah. Kyle Hyde for $2. No, Loli, it's my ideology that'll rise from the ashes. I was big on Charlie Kirk's situation. I saw him Biker reacting to Asmongold, trying to say Asmongold suggesting violence the most pussyfooting way. Any thoughts? That whole thing is like the embodiment of what I'm fucking talking about. Like, literally the embodiment. Like, that is what I mean by the political influencer sphere needs to be arrested. Fat Puff, $10. Are you Fed posting for free? Call 800-1776 Fed to get paid now. But, you know, it's this thing of, yeah, political influencers are murderers. Well, they feed into this issue where basically guys like Hassan and Destiny have been screaming over and over again, why won't the right lower the tension? Why won't the right lower the tension? Why won't they do this? Why won't they do that? Yet people are spamming them with clips where they are directly saying, this guy needs to die. We need to get rid of this guy. You know, we need to kill everyone we don't like. And it's like, this is the bullshit that's killing the world. This. You know, this stupid-ass idea of, like, no, everything needs to burn down and be awful. We need to turn into fucking Brazil and live in favelas where gunfire's common, because then my ideology rises from the ashes. It'll be so based, guys. And it's like, the fuck is all this, dude? Chris, $2. I mean, that's what you get for being a literal Nazi. Yeah, see, that shit like that is what I mean. It's like, the motherfucker got shot in the head, dude. He got shot in the fucking head. What fucking gain is there? You know, all it did was leave people going, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? You know, people are going, holy shit, how did things get this bad? They're looking at people cheering it on and going, holy crap, you're a bunch of fucking sociopaths. You know, at every fucking step, people have been reacting in the exact worst way possible, to the point of, like, do you just want things to go on fire? Like, do people want this faggot-ass idea of a civil war where everything gets caught on fire and burned down, everyone's terrified to look over their fucking shoulder? Like, what kind of life is that? One problem with banning social media is that you end up with so many talking heads that would rather go to the extreme or just say, or just nobody say opinion, only corporate policy. No, like I said, there needs to be something that happens, because the shit we're doing right now is this endless cycle. You know, it is this endless cycle of terrible thing happen, one side cheered on, other side used as ammo to shit on that side. Another terrible thing happened, the other side cheers it on. It's this endless feedback loop. Is there any hope to call this whole mess down, at least in the U.S.? As stated, it just requires normal people to look around and go, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? This shit is not this serious. Some guy going to fucking colleges and going dunked on you, libtard, is not that fucking serious. Like, it really is this thing where everyone is just in the belief of every single person that's part of a political side is out to destroy the world. Like, that's the issue. Everyone doesn't see each other as just some guy with a dumbass opinion. It's, you have to be the embodiment of human evil. And because of that, nothing ever stays rational, never stays professional. No one can just tolerate each other. It just has to be stupid. Yeah, Kirk wasn't fucking kids. It wasn't on Epstein list. He was just saying dumb shit. If we set a precedent to kill people for dumb shit, that'll backfire spectacularly. Yeah, some people say at least his record was silenced. Will say all human life is sacred. The sentence after. Well, that's the thing. It wasn't. People, if anything, have been spreading Charlie Kirk more after he died. It's why you don't do political violence. Because now people are going to go, why did you want to kill this guy so bad? They're going to look into him and see, well, I mean, he's not doing anything illegal. He wasn't saying anything that fucked up. What's wrong with you? Oxen, $5. You think people seeing the Syrian Civil War, Mexico, Ukraine, that people wouldn't want to fight each other, but no, yeah. Yeah, Enra, $10. I don't have a problem with people hating Kirk, but I hate people like Mighty Keefe or Kaiser Neko going on tangents why they hate him. They didn't condone the murder, but that wasn't their priority. Yeah, it's like, it's that kind of thing of people are so wound up to stay on their side, they have to, even when it comes time to do the whole, like, all right, we'll put shit aside because fuck it, you know, who cares, this is just fucked up, to still try to score points, you know? Like, still try to score points, still try to do this thing of like, well, obviously it's terrible to kill people, but, and it's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? The minute someone you like gets shot at, you're going to cry crocodile tears and go, this is horrible, how could this happen, why won't anyone help us? It's like, just don't pick up the fucking gun, dude. You don't want this shit. You don't want this shit, and all it's done is drive people even crazier. Worst part to me is that he's just a dude. He wasn't a politician. Assassination is practically an occupational hazard for them. Kirk was just a dude, yeah. Yeah, or if you want to get obscure, the years of lead, yeah. Only that people are trying to make memes about Kirk right after his death. I'm not kidding. It's not even the funny 4chan memes levels of messed up. No, I know. Like I said, it's playing out the exact same way it's played out already a bunch of different times before. One side will cry and go, holy shit, what the fuck just happened? The other side will take it and meme it for years. As kids ran up to him because they were scared of the loud noise, not knowing what the hell happened to him. Those kids got fucked up their entire childhood. Yeah. And now his kids are going to look at the people cheering it on and go, you're all fucking evil. Back in 2015-16, the worst the left did was beat you up. Remember BLM lost support in 2016 because one of their own murdered someone, but now Jesus Christ, yeah. Something terrible happens every week. Do you think with Charlie Kirk dead will actually lead to change, or is just another week of the news cycle? No, that's the thing. Nothing's going to change. That's what I mean by cheering it on. It's just fucking ridiculous because nothing is going to be big enough to spark a civil war, a revolution, because that requires a fundamental shift in human life that America does not want to do. It doesn't matter what side. It doesn't matter how much you scream. I'm totally ready for the Reichstag. I'm totally ready for the Soviet Revolution. Nobody fucking wants the Boogaloo. They desperately do not want the Boogaloo. So all this shit does is drive people into deeper corners, make them more scared, and demand the government take care of things so there never has to be a Boogaloo. I don't care about politics. That shit to rile people up. That happens all the time in politics. Someone's neck getting sheared through by a rifle round. That did not need to happen. Yeah. And justifications I've seen from psychos are Charlie Kirk had blood on his hands. He encouraged violence. Yeah, it's like, it's that kind of talk. It is that kind of talk. Like that, the sky is falling. These people are killing you personally. These people are egging on the government to kill you personally. And it's like, no, the fuck they're not, dude. Some people try to justify making fun of his death because people make fun of George Floyd's death. And that's what I mean. It is now just well, you did this, well, you did this, well, you did this. And it's like, there needs to be like a third faction that comes in and goes, none of you are fucking helping. All of you assholes are just doing this shit because it gets you updates on social media. None of you fuckers are helping. And the fact that you got away with some old guy created a diversion tells me this wasn't a random schizo. This was well planned. Question is who? Yeah. Hearing so many people say that they want a civil war over this and it bears repeating. You say you want this extremist thing to happen until the extremist thing comes too. Yeah. Yeah, it comes to your doorstep. Yeah, Clara said rights are one where violence, they invoke the second for the left. Yeah, it's like, it's fucking stupid. It's like, no the fuck they're not. You have no idea what violence is. You're a goddamn VTuber. You know? That is what is pushing a lot of the issues we have now. People so hilariously far removed from violence and carnage and what that actually means, trying to say we need more of it. You know, it's the aristocrat saying how the peasant needs to rise up while they get to watch with the binoculars. It's like you do not know what the fuck you're talking about. Kirk, serve what you got. Y'all are forgetting the hate is towards other race, but yes, let's all mourn someone who's a literal piece of shit. See, that's the thing. What you're saying right now, how is it new? How is it new? He deserved to die because he's bad. Everyone's been saying that about fucking everyone that's died in the last few years. It's like, all you're doing is feeding into a fucking cycle. I didn't even watch Charlie Kirk. My whole point is people shouldn't be fucking shooting each other because we're goddamn Americans. We're civilized. Yeah, how is it even new? Yeah, people say it about George Floyd. People say it about fucking Pelosi's husband. People said about those 2 fucking Democrats in Minnesota. Like, this shit's just been a fucking cycle that keeps repeating because nobody can put their fucking dick in their pants. One person even tried to justify Charlie's death by comparing him to the fucking villain from Jen, that Netflix animated movie. Yeah, it's like, no, we are all not civilized. No, we are. Are you using the internet? You're civilized. And it's funny, people calling for civil war are childless, terminally online, living in a different country, or living in a neighborhood where they won't be affected. Yeah. And with also $2, why would you want to kill someone over opinions? Well, more than that, it's like, why would you want that to be how the world works? Why would you want that to be how America works? Yeah, people want to boog until they're thirsty, hungry, and getting shot at. Yeah. Who's Clara? Phase Connect Clara. And third faction exists, but the other side just calls them fence-sitting cucks. Well, you're talking about the centrists, and a lot of the time they are quite literally fence-sitting cucks, where they just pick and choose whatever issue they get to simp to the liberals about. No, I'm saying, like, an actual complete... Like, we just straight up need, like, first contact with aliens. The only people that would actually be able to be impartial judges would be a self-aware AI or straight up an alien. Ethan's pasta, $5. I believe the Trump administration killed Charlie to distract the public from Epstein. Rip Charlie, you would have liked the new Berserk chapter. I mean, that's a theory, but I ain't buying it. You're saying the Patriots need to step in. I hope this gets a lot of people to go to the far middle, of System of a Down guy put it. Yeah, like Darren from System of a Down had like a really good take, which is just political violence is bad. And he just raised a middle finger. It's like political violence is bad. And it's funny because someone tried to say, oh, well, he shit talks Turkey in like every concert that he does. It's like, yeah, he's fucking Armenian. He is quite literally a victim of some of the worst political violence in history because the Armenian genocide. I'm pretty sure he knows what he's talking about. Turkey went to war with Armenia in the recent past too, like 2020. Yeah. And how much of the outrage is AI or bots? That's honestly a really good point. What was it? Like 60% of internet usage, like the entire internet, is done by bots. 60%. It's like over half the actual usage on the internet is bots. Entire websites, bots. Entire communities, bots. Fake people talking to fake people talking to fake people. So it makes me wonder how much of this outrage and fervor and demanding people get angry and terrified and scared is all just artificial social media pushes to keep people angry, separated, and scared. So when someone starts Fed posting in Discord, they're probably a bot. As stated, 60% of internet usage is bots. It's some insanely high number like that. And of course, avoiding Facebook like the plague, since it's been feeding me a lot of radical, insane leftists sharing on his death. Like 9 out of 10 pictures of see or that. Yeah. Yeah, social media is only clamping down on because Trump talked about it and don't want to be investigated by the government. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of sounds funny since this just makes me imagine bots are rage banging each other and that's all internet outrage is. Yeah. It's my hope that people walk away from this with a gift of hindsight and not perpetuate the same vitriol because there's already people calling for authoritarian action. Yeah. Are you a bot? When you find out 6% of internet games are faked by bots anyways. That was an article that was going around like a week or two ago where it's like, yeah, like the vast majority of internet usage now is all bots. Yeah, it's crazy that Charlie held on for as long as he did with that jugular artery getting hit. A person normally dead before they hit the floor, yeah. And Clark's been calling for political violence multiple times, including saying pro-lifers deserve to get sepsis and die. Yeah, that's that kind of shit where people just go, fuck you. Like, fuck you, this is stupid. This is stupid. You guys Americans, you remember the saying, I disagree with what you're saying, but I'll fight to the death for your right to say it. Well, no, it's more than that. It's like, people need to be willing to go, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, just that absolute, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know? Yeah, biggest problem is this will be remembered no matter if people come to realize how disgusting celebrating is and regret doing it. Always be remembered. Yeah, people are making like entire fucking entire like mega drives and Google drives of just all the shit people were saying as they were celebrating it. People have already been calling their bosses and saying, "What the fuck is your employee doing?" People have been like reporting teachers that have been talking about it. And shit like that, I actually think, like, yeah, that's what you probably should be doing, just due to the fact of there needs to be a social consequence, you know? A social consequence that goes, we're not going to fucking act like this in public, you know? Well, we're not going to act like this in public and act like this is a normal thing that's okay to do. Like, this is fucking crazy. Yeah, dozens of teachers have been fired, yeah. Teachers have been fired, people have been like scouring TikTok and finding people laughing about the shooting, getting them fired from their jobs. Like there does need to be a sort of social consequence to it. Yeah, especially so-called educators. Yeah. Yeah, a couple of college students singing a song about it, saying stuff like "We got Charlie in the neck." It's messed up, man. Yeah. And Scott Presler's doing that, reporting people in government and teachers are celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, and yes, he's pissed. Yeah. I'm to the Yotai devs. One of the texture devs was like cheering on the Charlie Kirk shooting on Blue Sky. People found out who they were, reported them to Sucker Punch, and got them fired. And there needs to be more punishment for wishing death on others. Yeah. Yeah, that one writer for DC Comics who was writing a bad run of Red Hood got fired as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's why aliens won't contact us. Can't believe 60% chatter bots. All I need is send these skins in back to the scrapyard. Lena, apparently I've been going about trying to get an apprenticeship for welding. Very wrong for the past 5 years. Need to become a helper for apprenticeship. Wish me luck. Except for Mated screaming in Civil War time when you're guessed for any long-term consequences. If nothing happens, bro, stay strong. My hope is it does lead to a level of people just getting disgusted with political landscape and going like, you motherfuckers deserve each other. All the screaming these past few years, all the outrage, all the letting shit get worse so you can complain about it getting worse. You motherfuckers deserve this shit. A reporter from MSNBC got fired for saying disgusting shit. Yeah. Unfortunately for us, next One Piece chapter is having another 1 week break. 6162, $5. These political animals think that their opinions are so correct they can't conceive of themselves attracting undeserved adverse reactions. Yeah. Some are saying we're already in the Troubles, but those people have a very limited idea of the Troubles. There are parts of Ireland that look like Baghdad. Exactly. Like, anyone saying we're already in a civil war, no, we are not. We are not. You want to know how I know? Toilet paper. You can still buy toilet paper. COVID, which in the end just ended up being a mild cold, had people literally emptying out stores for weeks. People were scared shitless. If an actual civil war situation kicks off, you're not going to be able to buy groceries because people would be fucking terrified. There would be no Amazon. There would be no PSN. People would be scared shitless. Also, devs from other big companies like Bungie and the Coalition that are running their mouths are getting sacked now. Yeah. Punishment $5 every 5 years. We get closer and closer to the world the Gantz Inu Ashiki author envisioned. Yeah, Hiroya Oku, yeah. Yeah, the Civil War going on. Where's the lines? Yeah. I'm guessing no public book signing for Cyberpup. And people don't think about these things, yeah. Aftermath has left me kind of black-pilled towards people. Calls for authoritarianism to be taken against people for the actions of one person isn't the right answer. Civil War would even be the factions. Home Depot shoppers versus Twitter posters. Not how Civil War works, yeah. And it's too late for Dollar Tree. They're like $1.25 per item. Anonymous, $5. Always remember to gather facts and act judiciously. Clear heads must prevail or things are going to get bad for everyone, especially those trying to make peace. Yeah. Asman goes to make a video and developers cheered for violence. At the end of the video, he talks about Sucker Punch and goes to Yotai. Yeah. Not to hate on what you're saying, but I think you should spend more time informing people alternatives to my acceleration. Just saying it's stupid is not enough to me. No, it is stupid. Like it is one of those where it's just patently stupid just due to the fact of you're living in a first world nation. Why would you want it to be a third world? You do not need to make it a third world. At every step, you have the choice to not make it a third world. You don't want it to be a third world nation. Not the last one for $1. My heart's out for his wife and children. I like how people are posting nice Charlie interactions on my feed. I hope if the murderer's brought to justice, his name is scrubbed to oblivion. Yeah. You know, it's like, I am full agreement of, like, when they catch the dude, they do need to kill him. Like, he does need to be executed. And give alternatives. People are already doing the alternatives. Like I said, get these people fired from their jobs. You make this behavior not cool to do in public. You don't do the whole, like, well, I'll quietly tolerate it and seethe on social media. You just directly go, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why this? Accelerate what? These people just need to be held to the fire they create. Look how quickly they get in line for the sheer idea the masses treating them the way they treat others. Yeah. And like I said, like, what good is acceleration? What good is it? You know, how many people need to die so you can go, well, told you I was right? It's like, no one needs to fucking die if you can prevent it. I'm not perfect. I did laugh at some of the Charlie jokes. Give it time. People will make jokes about it, and it's not going to be a big deal. Yeah, but Holy Not Sock Uprising the only way this gay Mexican federal agent told me, yeah. No, for $1. Remember after the assassination attempt on Trump, there was boycotts and everything vaguely associated with someone who cheered on the shooter, i.e. the Thing video game. With Charlie having died, do you think it's going to get worse? Thoughts and prayers? It's kind of already started. SA, people are really shitting on Sucker Punch and Ghost of Yotai for what happened. A lot of other devs are getting heat for it. People are getting, like, people fired from their jobs for talking about it. Like, there does need to be a social consequence aspect in the sense of we're not fucking doing this. We're not letting this shit become normal and let you be desensitized to it, you goddamn stupid idiot. People are retarded. I notice everyone who screams for civil war, they're never the one picking up the goddamn gun. You know? That is the annoying part about it. It's like everyone's screaming, we need civil war now, but they're not picking up the fucking gun. You have every chance in the world to keep it from turning into civil war. No one needs it to be a fucking civil war. I think you're repeating Super Chats. I was reading Streamlabs because there was also Streamlabs stuff as well. When I cry on $5, stupidest take I saw was him saying he helped promote a fascist ideology. My brother in Christ Nazis are a bit more extreme than Kirk's actions. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't fascism. It was what the guy on Blue Sky told you was fascism, and you believed it because he was on your side and you trusted him. Yeah, another thing I ever noticed how all the people on our side are saying we need to do civil war are from Latin America, India, China, and Europe. Exactly. Never America. Programmer 280 for $5. Why does the left always go to, but you did J6 and say it's the worst thing ever? How they get there? Because it's childish. It's just the mentality of children. They did something horrible. They're cheering on something horrible, but they're like, well, you did it first. And it's like, you're a fucking grown adult. This is not the way the world fucking works, dude. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, we need a civil war for what exactly? What does the other side stop me from doing at the moment? Yeah. Yeah, it was almost 50 years of problems for the U.S. Civil War. We'd have a long way to go for another kicks off, yeah. Yeah, funniest part was Monday, Matt trying to give his hot take for everyone and send him crawling under the boulder, yeah. And people cut out context of Kirk's statements about DEI hire pilots to claim he hates black people. Yeah, it's like, it's basic political propaganda. It's us versus them, red versus blue, friend enemy shit. It's like, no one wants to live in reality. Yeah, cool off tensions. I've only Sam I understood that. But then again, what do it know at this point? I just want normalcy to return. We need civil war because I think it would be cool. And as grown-ass adults acting like children. Yeah, literally. It's like, the whole, like, hey, don't fucking shoot people. Well, you did it first. Like, you're a fucking kid. Yeah, John Clay's made a good point about extremism. Why people do it is because it makes these psychos that hurt others feel good. Yeah. They're already violent, fucked up people. They just want an improved target to gun after. That's it. I'm saying calling out my acceleration is stupid is a bad thing, but I would like to hear more about things to do that does not involve shooting people. I've already been saying it. Like, people are already getting these people that are cheering it on, fired from their jobs, going, hey, this is not fucking cool. We need to knock this the fuck off. Like, that's what people are already actively doing. It's not a matter of we should do it. It's like, that's what people are doing. Yeah, Fuentes curse taking Sam Hyde. Niggas been chipping out hard. My old high school teacher posting about this shit. Guess what he's saying? At that point, call him out on it. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're a goddamn teacher. Like, you're a fucking teacher. And you're telling kids this is okay. Yeah, finally nothing happened during FF stream night, yeah. I heard that Erwin dude you were talking to on Twitter had no understanding of how radical activists work. Yeah, this is why I say politics becoming as ingrained in our lives as it is has ruined the fucking world. People have no idea how this shit works. People have no idea what causes these problems. You know, the guy I was arguing with didn't even know how fucking NGOs funded political activists and political influencers. He kept going, name them, and I was like, BLM. It's like, well, name them, BLM. You know, it's that kind of thing. It is infuriating, it's stupid, and it really goes to show people need to stop obsessing over this crap and believing it's ruining the world the way it is. Yeah, Erwin guy's an actual retard. Called a book woke because that a rapist in prison. Yeah, it's just politics right now is being led by the most vocal people, and the most vocal people tend to be the absolute fucking dumbest. I've got even a VA for Zelda, Breath of the Wild, made a Snyder Mark, and Charlie Kirk's death. Yeah, and that's what I mean, where people need to start going, why does everyone care this much? There is no way on God's green earth this many people knew and gave a shit about Charlie Kirk. So all the performative, haha, we got him. It's like you probably didn't even know who this guy was until you heard he was dead. You know what I mean? And that is the infuriating thing about it. It's so performative. You know what's bad when even fucking XQC called it out. XQC, you know, the fucking one of the brain rot streamers, was directly saying like, hey, why do you guys keep saying you don't like violence yet constantly demand violence? It's very odd why is all media talking about this while the girl being stabbed on the bus was covered by no one. If you're talking about it, it's probably to try and misguide or divert blame, yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, Charlie Kirk was an established political commentator, so it is something to talk about. Yeah, real stupid people are like, dude is dead, but what about Palestine? Yeah, it's like, this is what I mean, where nobody can break the programming of what their side cares about, you know? It's like, oh yeah, this guy died, but what about my pet issue? It's like, dude, who fucking cares? Now, King is being retarded pretty much immediately. Let's be real. It wasn't going to last more than 5 seconds. Oh yeah, no, it's, like I said, it's all performative. They're going to say it's so horrible this happened, then they're going to go right back to the habits they've already had. So the comic fucks are incredibly confident in their ability, considering there's more than a few Colonel Kurtz that are on the right. Oh no, there's not a single Colonel Kurtz. This is what I mean. People need to stop the LARP. Stop the fucking LARP. Stop pretending there's going to be a Reichstag fire. Stop pretending this and that. It's like, just be real with people. Be real and go like, fuck you. The fuck's wrong with you? Apparently the shooter's gun is pro-trans, anti-fascist engravings on it. What are the odds just to rile people up? Hard to say, but people... The main suspect right now is an actual trainee, dude. Chris $2, my pet issue, children are literally dying, bro. Yeah, I've heard that for fucking years. Guess what, dude? Guess what? The politicians you care about, they don't care. They're gonna squeeze you for every vote you have, and they don't give a shit. Also, you probably only care about Palestine because people told you to. Yeah, free webasms to accuse the father's death, yeah. And the whole thing is like, you know, the whole thing is, if you try to make it about your pet issue, all people are going to do is despise your pet issue out of sheer spite. Because it's like, holy shit, this guy just got shot in the head. And the response is, but what about Palestine? That's something that like pro-Palestine people have actually been specifically telling people. It's like, stop making everything about Palestine. Because guess what? People are just going to hate you. People told me, bro, there's literally a video of them bleeding out, but yeah, sure, stick to your center is bullshit. I don't care. It is an active war zone. What the fuck do you think an active war zone is? I think the thing that pissed me off the most was that media guy who said that shot was probably someone celebrating like cowboy. Yeah, it's like, it's stupid. Not jazz out of our system, yeah. We'll give it another hour, and once it hits midnight, I think we can officially start making jokes.
How could I have been so blind?
Do you think leftist commentators like Hassan are fearing for their life that it could happen to them? It's not that they're fearing for their life, it's that they are afraid that people are going to put two and two together and go, you assholes want this. You want this. You want people to kill each other, and you get to sit back in your fucking chair in your fucking mansion and direct everyone like you're playing fucking Command and Conquer. It's like, this is a game to you assholes. Joe Taco $5, Fat Kirk's wife and kids were there when it was happening. It's so damn awful, yeah. How much Max Payne's left? Like, literally 3 levels. That's why we're finishing it. I think South Park needed to take down their episode on Charlie Kirk by him not caring much. They don't need to, but it's one of those of it's not shocking because they made him a focal point in an episode with Cartman poking fun at him, and now he literally just died, not like a week or so after it happened. I know more people in chat than usual, and people are heated. The internet's gone nuts. Thanks, chance so some might actually be afraid he's next hearing he was meant to debate Kirk in a couple weeks. No, he's not afraid he'll die. He is afraid people will put 2 and 2 together and go, you were literally cheering on that you wanted people to die.
Assassination. You know what's interesting about assassination? Well, not only does it change those popularity polls in a big fucking hurry, but it's also interesting to notice who it is we assassinate. Do you ever notice who it is? Stop to think of who it is we kill. It's always people who've told us to live together in harmony and try to love one another. Jesus, Gandhi, Lincoln, John Kennedy, Bobby Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, John Lennon. They all said, try to live together peacefully. Bam! Right in the fucking head.
Shika no kuno kuno kuko stantan.